Well, I was stacking some brush piles up and burning some shit. I ain't lit that one on fire, but I got two other ones burning. And I was on the mini and I looked over and I seen a morel, and I found two more. And then I just jumped off, started walking down this ditch right here where I was at, and there's another little one right down there in that holler. I know Mr. Junior Daly, he's been finding a bunch of them. I haven't had a whole lot of time to go out and look, but I just so happenly spotted one, and now I spotted another one. Let's see if I can do this one here. Look at that little thing. That's a nice fresh one there. How pretty that is. They always leave the stump. I've always was taught to leave the stump. It gives a spore something to grow back on next year. But it seemed like this little ditch right here just seemed like it just has been popping a few this year. I found 10 over, well, I found 10 total the other night. I found at least 6 over here. Now I found 3, but there's another one I forgot to grab. It's up there on the hill. The initial one that started this whole jumping off the mini thing. But I'm gonna walk around here and see if I can't find a few more maybe. It always seems like right in here is just a good little spot for some reason. It's got a lot of old poplars and cedars and them poplars though. Some massive sons of guns. Well, I'll pop the camera back on to find another one here in a second. So I haven't found any more. I walked down the hill there. Walked down and walked back and didn't find any more. But this is the little guy that started the whole thing. I was sitting right there. I just suddenly looked over and I seen it sticking up. And then I found that big one right down the hill there. And I started walking up the hill. And I found another one over there. And of course that one little one y'all seen a minute ago. And I figured I'd jump off and at least do some looking. That's a pretty nice one. It's been out for a while. I said I ain't had a whole lot of time to actually go mushroom hunting. But that's a nice little find. 4 of them right here in about 10 minutes. So yeah, I want to get ready to finish packing these piles up and seeing what's going to burn. I might come up here and light this big one right here on fire and see what happens today. I don't know. It's about noon. I didn't get up too early today. It's Sunday, and I just didn't feel like getting up early. I have been doing quite a bit, and I got some pretty cool stuff getting ready to come down the pipeline. I got to show you guys. It's sitting at the end of the barn right now. But we'll go into that another video. But yeah. So Mr. Junior, you're not the only one that's been finding mushrooms. I was over cleaning up this brush here, and it's still a little muddy. I don't think I want to try to go up that hill yet and try to cut all that stuff up, but I think I'm gonna make a brush pile down here, and there's one in the middle and one on the top. I might try to put the top one in the middle one. That way it's kind of condensed down, you know, not big a mess or nothing like that. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to it and I'll show you guys what's going on. So yeah, today's burning day. It's a little windy, but it's super wet. Like it rained last night, so I figured today would be the day to get rid of these piles. That pile up there, I restacked it. We cleared out that fence row and I restacked it, but it ain't burning worth shit. So I'm gonna probably go up and start the big one, bring the skid steer down and clean that whole pile up and put it up there in that big one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe just let it dry out and burn that little one right down in that hole. But this little corner right in here always had stuff just jammed in here, so I've been cleaning it up. And well, like I said, we redid this creek here, and we had some brush and stuff we needed to get out of the way, so we kind of just put it on top of everything. Then somehow a top got down in the creek and dammed the creek up, and it backed the creek up. So I cleaned all that out the other day and just stacked this pile up, and I cleaned up a bunch of brush and stuff down this side right here. That way it's all gonna get burnt. Whenever it's all finished, like burn no more, I'm gonna dig a hole right next to it and shove it in it. So that way it's gone. But anywho, we'll catch y'all here in a little bit. So we got that pile burned pretty good. I went up there and started that other one, but it just burnt the cedar and it quit burning, so I'm gonna let it sit. I pushed it up some and try to put a bunch of dry stuff over where it was on fire at. That pile over there is about gone, so yeah, burning's making some progress today. So I'm gonna work on a disc and then I'll be back to do it again. Well, I dug a used motor roll out of the International, and I think I got it on fire this time. This little thing's the best 20 bucks I ever spent right here. Got me a little striker and a torch. I'm gonna move before I get burnt. I think it's gonna burn now. And I'll come up here and stack everything that way and that way as soon as it gets done doing what it's gonna do. But I think I got it on fire this time. Yep, I'll be back here in a little bit. hopefully that gets back going again. I kind of let it burn a little too long but it's getting some steam back underneath it. Hopefully it'll take back off. And there's some stuff smoking in there, so. Alright, I'm gonna try to cross the creek and check my other pile and then leave it sit here, and then I'll come back again later. That should be an adequate hole size to put all that there in, and probably all this trash. I'll try to rake it all in there and cover it all up, make it disappear. That way it's cleaned up, and shove all that dirt over it and blade all this out real nice and neat. This corner will be cleaned up. So I'm gonna mosey back up the hill and check on another brush pile and see how this is doing, and you're gonna eat me some steak.